The first question you should ask yourself about Vechain is this: have the fundamentals changed? And in the comment section, I'd like each person that watches this video in their native language to put a big fat no. So there's all this worrying about Vechain. Is it going to go to $1? What's happening with it? And I think a lot of that comes because obviously back in April, we were sitting right under 28 cents. A lot of hope and optimism. It was not just Vechain that tumbled down in May. It was the whole crypto market. So we don't want to act like this is an anomaly. The whole market did this. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 4 pretty simple reasons why Vechain is preparing to start moving towards the 50 cent mark. And it's not going to stop there. It is going to continue on within this bull run and reach $1. And actually, I project it'll reach a little bit beyond the $1 mark. That is correct in this bull market. So I do want you to remember that the fundamentals of Vechain and what they are providing to the real world and the crypto space have not changed. Let's get into those 4 reasons why Vechain during this bull run is going to go to $1 and possibly beyond. Let me make sure to point out that I'm not a financial advisor. These are strictly just my views. Before you invest in cryptocurrency, or really anything else for that matter, make sure that you seek the help of a professional and do your own research. Number 1 is the use case. There honestly isn't too many better use cases in all of cryptocurrency. As a matter of fact, the only project that I would even compare to it as far as the use case and the partnerships would be Chainlink. But if you haven't seen my other videos on Vechain, let me explain to you really fast what Vechain is doing. There are massive amounts of money lost every single year on counterfeit goods. Well, think about Nike, just to make it simple. How many pairs of Nikes are counterfeited every single year? People spend hard-earned money and they don't even have the real product that they wanted. This is not only a problem for the end customer, it's a big problem for Nike and the companies as well, because it's an issue with product integrity and authenticity. So what Vechain is seeking to do is basically bring the counterfeit goods industry to its knees. And that is why this use case is so big. The amount of money that can be saved, and it's not only about products like Nikes, it's about luxury goods, it's about food, it's about tracking products from the source to the end user. Literally, I always use wine as the example. It's about knowing everything about that product that went into that glass of wine, from the cork to the bottle to the grapes. So just think about that. The use case is superior to many other use cases in the cryptocurrency space. That's the first reason. And along with that are the partnerships. The partnerships are impeccable. They're unbelievable. They continue to add on partnerships, big name partnerships as well. And what I'm going to do later on in the video, if you're not aware of those partnerships and different things that have been going on with Vechain, I'm going to post a link and you'll be able to check out my Vechain playlist and you can find out more about those partnerships. Now for reason number 2, the VEX Vexchange is now live. Simply put, the easiest way to look at it is VEX Vexchange, or VEX, is an exchange, and it's basically Uniswap on Vechain. Now, no, it does not have the number of tokens that you can swap that obviously Ethereum does, like Uniswap, or many of the others, but I would expect that to grow over time. Whenever you have a decentralized exchange, it brings about other things that do truly help the ecosystem. So, along with that, we have DeFi on Vechain now. We have yield farming. And by the way, don't forget also, Vechain has NFTs. All of these things increase network activity. Speaking of network activity, take a look at this. This is the volume within the first 24 hours of the Vexchange launch. 9.5 million USD volume, 21 million total value locked, and at the point of this tweet, actually, it was up to 25 million, 23,000 USD in fees for VEX holders. As far as the fees, that means that those who provided liquidity, another great part of the Vexchange, just like Uniswap, they were able to earn off of providing liquidity. So another great opportunity for those that do get involved in the ecosystem. And as well, there was an airdrop. Anyone who used the exchange was eligible for that. So that's something else to think about. And that's something that always provides excitement as well. So the biggest thing about reason number 2 is with Vexchange, and I do want to make clear, Vechain is not associated with Vexchange. They do work together. Vexchange is third party, but it does provide all those various positive things that should really help the ecosystem to really get moving and help the number of transactions continue to go up. So consider it much like Ethereum and Uniswap. Ethereum didn't make Uniswap, but it's a very healthy relationship. Reason number 3. Now let's go back, I already spoke about it, to that market crash in May. There's a number of reasons that can be contributed to that market crash, but I'm sure one you'll remember is China banning crypto. And that's another question. If China bans crypto and then bans it again, does that mean it's unbanned? Is that a double negative? Let me know in the comments. Because at this point, I actually don't know how many times China has banned crypto, but I'm not sure that it will be the last either. The thing to remember about that crypto ban is it did mainly focus around exchanges and miners. So basically China ran the exchanges and miners off, obviously contributing to the market crash. But something you've got to remember about Vechain is China at a high level is and will be partnered with Vechain. We're talking about the government level. So while they may have a sentiment that they do not like crypto, they don't have an issue with Vechain. So do I think that no one in China is still going to participate in crypto? Absolutely not. Do I think that it will lead many investors to flock even closer to Vechain because China's okay with it? I absolutely do. That's something to remember. China not having an issue with Vechain, and as a matter of fact, being very closely linked to them and working with them on some of their biggest projects is going to lead people to get into Vechain because it's going to be perceived as being okay with China. So just keep that in mind. And the more adoption a project gets, you guessed it, the more upside in price action. Now there's other factors to consider, but for the most part, adoption is what we're all looking for in these various cryptocurrencies. Now we're about to get to reason number 4. If you'd like to check out my Vechain playlist, click the link up above. It really should give you an in-depth idea on pretty much all things Vechain up to this point. A closer look into exactly how it works, a look into the partnerships, and news that continues to come out about Vechain. So check out that playlist. Now the number 4 reason, Proof of Authority, or POA 2.0. That is about the launch on Vechain. That is their upgrade, and that will be launching November the 16th. So we're just talking a few days away. This will bring more security to Vechain, which is always a good thing. And along with just the security factor, it's just going to be an upgrade. So really making all things Vechain better. There's a lot of excitement around that. That is that fourth reason. They are building and developing. One of the biggest things that I always like to look for when I look for various projects is, are they developing and working on the project? Doesn't matter how long a crypto's been around, if they're not developing, I don't think it's going to be around for the long run. Vechain is continuing to work, continuing to build partnerships, and that is a great sign. Now, what you should realize is in crypto, a lot of times people buy the rumor and they sell the news. So there actually is a good chance that Vechain could drop prior or on that date of November the 16th when POA 2.0 is released, but that gives me no fear at all. Things are looking up for Vechain. It is for these reasons I truly do expect Vechain to continue going up, start to make its way to around 50 cents, and then go on throughout the remainder of this bull run and reach $1 or higher. And to back up all those fundamental things that I just mentioned, the charts would suggest that that can happen as well. So it is for those reasons I still have my bags of Vechain, and I'm going to continue holding them. Even in that big market correction back in May, I did not sell any of my Vechain. So let me know what you think about Vechain. Are you still as optimistic as you were back before the big sell-off and the market correction? Are you maybe not a believer at all? Is there anything this video maybe provided you that you didn't know about Vechain? Let me know in the comments. What price do you think Vechain will reach during this bull run? Hit the like button. It really does help the algorithm. Leave a comment. I appreciate each and every comment that you all leave. I'll make sure to respond. I always try to get to them. Also, if you want to catch up on the latest content that I drop, make sure to hit the bell for notification. And I will see you next time.